Your Excellency, the Vice President, former Vice Presidents present, Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Honorable National Assembly members, leaders and representatives of political parties, representatives of institutions and organizations, fellow Gambians, and friends of the Gambia. I think I stand to be corrected because we have many experienced politicians in this house. But I think this is the first time in the history of our country where such a very formal meeting between all political parties is happening. I start. I personally welcome you to the first of a series of national consultative dialogue forums, organized to precede the formal launch of the National Dialogue Day initiative. I established a National Dialogue Preparatory Committee comprising representatives from a cross-section of institutions and organizations in the country to coordinate the activities leading to a national dialogue forum. A key objective for this consultative meeting is to build consensus on holding and institutionalizing a National Dialogue Day, as recommended at the fourth public forum held last year as part of the 58th Independence Day anniversary celebrations. As we look forward to celebrating the 59th anniversary of nationhood shortly, I have directed the committee to work on this National Consultative Forum to encourage and stimulate reflection and dialogue on selected national issues to promote, protect, and nurture peace and stability in our democracy. You may have realized that I have continually called upon my colleagues and fellow Gambians to come together and work in the best interests of the country we dearly love. It is every citizen's responsibility to contribute towards our overall security, peace, and stability, be it in an official or private capacity, as public servants or bona fide citizens. My government holds the view that we should always strive to forge national consensus on national issues that generate divergent views. Such divergence must not result in enmity or disunity. Instead, it should be tapped into as a source of strength for us to tolerate, appreciate, and empathize with one another. In this way, all citizens would have the opportunity to contribute to sustaining peace and stability nationwide. Fellow Gambians and colleagues, it is absolutely necessary for us to come to terms with our collective responsibility to work together in the interest of our dear motherland and her people. This is the reason for strengthening our institutions, enforcing the laws of the land, and developing policies to guide our relationships. We are a decent people and a nation bound by destiny to live and work together. It must not surprise anyone, therefore, that the theme for this year's Independence Day anniversary celebration is a call for us to respond to our collective responsibility of preserving the nation, safeguarding the state, and securing our resources. The task is for us as political leaders, stakeholders, and citizens to find ways and means of positively translating this broad theme into action. As leaders and public opinion influencers, we have a big stake in the nation. Thus, we also have the huge responsibility of striving to maintain peace and stability. Huge as it may be, we can achieve this by consciously avoiding and diffusing political or social tension through our public engagements with the people. Within both the public and private space, we occupy quite frequently. Moving forward, I call on all citizens who can do so to actively participate in the upcoming national dialogue with a view to reinforcing the social cohesion and tolerance that exists in our society. The thematic discussions are proposed to cover the political environment, religious tolerance, ethnic diversity, sovereignty, security, safeguarding the media and democratic space, irregular migration, and empowerment of our youth. Excellencies, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, considering the important thematic areas identified for discussion ahead of the public forum for national dialogue, I must emphasize that it is our collective responsibility to preserve the nation as a people or fall together, safeguard the state or face instability, and secure our resources or live with a weak economy. We live in a world of uncertainty, instability, and insecurity. So, we must act collectively and resolutely ahead of any potential unrest or calamity. We are blessed in the Gambia with positive social norms and values that can always bring us together and help us to preserve our warmth and brand as the smiling coast of Africa. With these remarks, I invite you all to objectively reflect on the theme and sincerely share your thoughts to enrich the discussions and positively influence the outcome of the deliberations. I thank you for your kind attention. Cabinet ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my final remarks will be a very short and a very simple one. It is an honor for me to receive all these political leaders today at the State House. And I think today we are making history. We are making history in the sense that I don't think in our records we have ever organized something like this, where you have government and opposition sitting together to dialogue. I have always been saying it. All the countries that have developed, they are all peaceful countries. Even at our level, the compounds that progress and develop, they are all peaceful. Communities, regions cannot develop without peace. And we cannot achieve peace in our country if we are not talking to each other. We must be talking to each other, and the best way talking to each other is to interface. And today, my team and the civil society and the people that have given the responsibility to coordinate this dialogue, I seize the opportunity to thank them for all the hard work. I thank them for being patriotic Gambians. Mr. Jones talked about criticism. We are always happy when we are criticized because it always helps us in running this country. It can always help us when we are discussing about this country. It can always help us when we are drafting policies, how to make this Gambia a better country for all of us. And I think this dialogue has also given me another opportunity to meet my political colleagues, meet some of my friends that I meet so long. Abdullah Jammeh is among them. I think since after the 2021 election, I haven't seen him. So I think I will organize such a meeting again in a very short time so that it will give me the opportunity to meet some of my friends. You talk about a lot of things. Civic education, cost of living, land management, security, national unity, rule of law. These are all important as far as democracy is concerned. We are a young democracy. We are doing everything possible to build a strong foundation of democracy going forward. And we are open, our doors are open. My wife spoke just now, Fatma Tambajang. We always talk. She's still having my number. So my doors are open. If you want us to discuss about this country, I am always available. I have no other work now. I was doing business, but now I'm not doing business. Now I'm running a country. That means I have to listen to the people and I have to open my door so that I will discuss with Gambians who have ideas and opinions for us to move this country forward. I listened to my brother, Alaji Daba. Politics is a game. It's a game, but it's a game that is to move your community or your society forward. When we are criticizing also, let us have genuine criticism to the government. With that genuine criticism, it can make a huge difference for our people. On that note, I thank all of you. According to records, they say we have about 19 political parties. 19 political parties. I don't know whether the IEC chairman is here. You might be able to confirm that.
19. And there are others.
One thing is a takeaway in this. We are very happy that all politicals that we are invited, they are all here, either through their party leaders or they are represented. So that means it's 100% response. Then this is positive for the government. This is positive for our unity. This is positive. And this can make a big change as far as our political landscape is concerned. On that note, I seize the opportunity to thank all of you for coming. Be assured that all what you have said here is noted. Our technicians are here. It will be noted, and we will dialogue on it, and see how best we can put some of your concerns into our policies and make sure that it will benefit the Gambian people, because we are all representing the Gambian people. I thank you.